a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Mother Nature has decided to show up here, and rain is sure to have an impact on this game. Ball security will come into play, as both teams will have to deal with some very slippery conditions. It's the Jaguars going up against the Bengals. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
And the ball is knocked out, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You know, this is the regular season part that we've been talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
for the first time with Hill. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. They run it again with Hill. A strong running. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
A play fake to Hill. Dalton. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Green with a catch left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And it'll be Dalton again. It finds Crabtree for the completion. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Dalton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
Third down now following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow... down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go. Detroit. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now.
Allen. Green's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Green, 39. Green, over.
Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Fresh set of downs here. Yeldon, the lone running back. They'll get the football here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Tyson Alualu able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep the... He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Detroit!
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Completes it to Lee. A gain of 6 there on first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go now.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete here on third down. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Yeldon, the lone running back.
Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
And the back goes into motion. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
In motion now is Lee. Allen. Got a man complete. It's the tight end tomorrow. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. surveying the field. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Derek Marks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now T.J. Yeldon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Now Allen looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Yeldon, the lone running back.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue, landed!
In motion now is Lee. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. In motion now is Lee. Looking to throw. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Set,
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Watch 81, watch 81.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw here. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Halfback sent in motion.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Set. Green, 39. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.